All right. Hello. 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 All right. Y'all ain't been listening to my channel, but if you go back and look at some of them videos, everything that I have been talking about with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry has been coming into play. So you need to go back and look on some shit. And if you come across this, I'm serious. I don't know what the hate is all about. Listen, I know y'all don't like to hear nice things about Meghan Markle because everybody's pissed at Meghan Markle. So, I got to keep everything fair. I got to keep everything real. So when the cards come out the way they come out, I have to say what's going on. Um, Sometimes I do feel like there's two sides to every story, and a lot of people are just picking one side and going with it. And so a lot of it is convoluted and lies now. And what's the real truth? You know what I mean? And for me, asking those questions is only fair. And you should be asking those questions too, no matter what answer you come up with. But if you go back through my videos, you would hear that I'm talking about their marriage and what's going on with their career. And some of it's good and some of it's bad. You know what I mean? But now there's a lot of talk. First of all, we'll get into Meghan Markle and her staff members. Is it group gossip? Is it gang up? Or is she really, really, really ghastly and beastly towards her staff members? So let's get into that first, and then we'll get into their marriage stuff. Let's talk about Meghan Markle and her attitude towards her employees. What is Meghan Markle's attitude towards her employees? This card fell out. Two cards fell out, and they both are. She makes them feel sad, is what it's saying here. Let me show you what's going on. Sorry, you get my toes. And so she's making them feel really sad. This fire sign is making them feel, putting them in a Five of Cups energy. So what is the sadness about, right? Back to where I was. So what's the sadness about? She's giving them the blues, basically. And mostly it's because she's in this dynamic energy, and maybe that's like sort of offensive to people, and they're letting go. They don't want to be at this um they don't want to hold on to whatever the energy is what I'm getting with the four pen what is this? Yeah, Four of Pentacles upside down. They're not really trying to be there. They're not really holding on to it. It's not something valuable that they want to hold on to. Or I even get the feeling they're like, okay, there's these two names here. You know what I mean? This is the prince of one of the princes of England. And then here is, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. That's what they are, right? And do I hold on to this or do I let this go? Is it worth it? Because there is that energy of like, damn, like I'm letting something go that's of value. And that makes sense. It's the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But it's worth letting go if they're not in it, if it's making them sad. They're trying to get rid of this worry. A lot of the cards are coming upside down. Something is there's a union that's at completion as well. So they could be getting a lot of like frustration from Meghan because something's at completion for her. All these cards are coming upside down. There's no apology. They're tired of waiting it out. Um, they're just tired of being there. They're like, it's just time to go. I don't even want to retire. I got to get up out of here. The Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups upside down. No emotions about it anymore. And there's some immature emotions happening here. Um, there's some it's too immature. This workplace is immature. They don't know what they're doing. They should let us do everything, but they continue to do this immature, childish shit. And, they have to clean it up. They have to clean up the pieces. They're not trying to start with them. They didn't want to expose them, but at the same time, it was time to let them know. Wow. And they are victorious in that. All this, it took them a while too to get to that where they started communicating about it and saying, "Hey, this really happened." You know what I mean? That's the card that just came out. So there you go. That's why there was just too much immaturity. The level of immaturity that was there was just off the chain. They couldn't deal with, how they were dealing, and it's making everybody upset and sad. It's a sad work environment is what I'm getting. Too much drama, not enough intelligence, not letting them do their job is the King of Swords upside down is like not being mature, being crazy, being even stalkerish, just being absolutely in some bad male Gemini energy is what I'm getting. Just insane, kind of spy-like, paying attention to the wrong shit, and just making people sad in the workplace. They just didn't want to be there anymore. So having her as a boss was it. There was no influence there. They didn't feel like they learned anything out of this, and then they have to start over. But what happens is, because they have this on their record, like they can work anywhere. And so the people that was working for Meghan Markle, if you're worried about like getting jobs or working again, you're going to get fabulous jobs. As a matter of fact, they're going to be amazing. So don't worry about it. Okay, so let's talk about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and their work situation. And remember, like maybe 3 videos back where I said they're going to have to split the work life. I told you guys that, and that's what they started doing. They started splitting the work life. And he's doing his thing and she's doing her thing. Remember I said that? It was about 3 videos ago. If you actually watch and pay attention to these videos, which you guys should again, you guys are missing out by being like, oh, I don't want to hear what she has to say. I understand that, I'm saying nice things about Meghan Markle sometimes and it makes you upset, or I probably said something about racism. I apologize. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to offend anybody. So there's that. I'm only trying to be fair. And what I'm getting sometimes is, sometimes, like as a black woman, I've had many lies told on me about being a monster at work, and that just didn't happen. Several times about people being afraid of me, and that just wasn't going on. And so when, like for me, when the Queen of Wands is up, right side up, and then the 5 of Cups is there as well, it's like they're sad because of her. It's not jealousy. Her thinking that she's this dynamic, amazing creature is bumming people the fuck out. And it doesn't mean that she shouldn't have to shine. She's flexing mostly, maybe. It feels like a flex more than a shine, to where it's like burdening people. Because you could be the shit without saying it. Let other people do it for you. And then publicly, it does feel like some of these people are being forced to say nice things about her. That she's this dynamic, amazing person. And it's like, that's not the truth. Like, you're an asshole. Like, you do asshole shit. All right. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Let's talk about their marriage. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry marriage. These are public people. So this is entertainment purposes only. Don't get it twisted. This is coming from the cards. Anything could possibly happen. It doesn't specifically have to be this, or you know what I mean. So Don't go and be like, yeah, so, because I've seen it happen. When y'all start talking based on like card reading sometimes. Their marriage. Their marriage. Okay, so what I'm getting is like trying to balance it out. Um, it's just this Queen of Wands here with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is like this male that's juggling these. Maybe Prince Harry is still trying to balance work, what he's working on with Meghan Markle and the things that so he's trying to work and he's also trying to take care of Meghan Markle, and he's trying to balance that out. And at first he was doing a really good job, but now it's starting to feel like a burden. And so he's healing himself by just doing things alone. The Nine of Wands with the Star, and I also feel like he feels like he can shine alone. He feels like his relationship with the world can heal if he do it alone, because that's why this Hermit is here. He's going in within himself, and he's also keeping to himself and also doing things by himself so he can figure out who and what the culprit is. And I do feel like there's some competition there, and maybe, like I said 3 videos ago, they should be splitting. Maybe it feels, because he's the Diana, not Meghan. Okay, so Meghan needs to like get it straight on who's the Diana. There's a lot of drinking in the marriage, and that's why. And I think there's also, first of all, there's a celebration about money, but the marriage is ending. So I'm not really sure who's getting this money, and they could possibly wait to give Prince Harry the money before he divorces, so he doesn't have to share that portion of the money with Meghan Markle. Um, that's weird. Um, but I feel like it has something to do with family inheritance with the Ten of Pentacles here and the Nine of Cups. There's also a lot of drinking. But what's upside down is the marriage card, the Hierophant. It's upside down. And this is usually about marriage, and it's in the opposite position. So I feel like, their spirit, it's all face for them as far as the marriage card. And Meghan is still feeling like there's a lot of possibilities. So she's going to hold on that by, kind of emotionally manipulating the situation for now. Coming in with apologies, coming in with new ideas. There's no peace. A tower is coming. You're going to figure out that the marriage is absolutely on its end. Even though there's apologies, there's trying to balance it out. There's trying to work things out. Um, yeah, it feels like it's not about to be anything or do anything. So I feel like they are about to do the splitties. So there you go. They probably, because there's at the bottom of the deck, it's the Eight of Swords. So this is somebody feeling like their hands is tied, but your hands are not tied. You can move forward if you want to, but working together is not working anymore. Communication is coming in. There's no victory in this. It feels like both parties may lose out. The family card is also upside down along with the Five of Cups. There's a lot of sadness here, especially in the family dynamic. The Page of Cups. Wow. There's a lot of apologies, there's some embarrassment on Meghan Markle's part. There's a lot of embarrassment. I feel like she's feeling embarrassed about what's going on with them. So you might be seeing that too. And what's up with that dress? Was it the same dress that she wore before, but she just took the tail off or something? Because what's going on with that? Wowie wows. I just feel like, Meghan Markle is going through it right now. There's a lot of depression with her. What's going on with her spiritual being? What's happening with Meghan Markle? Remember, I also told you that she was going to start a lot of brands and they weren't going to like kind of work out, and she should be doing perfume. She really can't move on. And she's not only missing out on all the opportunities that are coming to her, she don't want them. With the Four of Pentacles upside down, it feels like she don't care. There's a lot of spiritual loss here. Also a lot of drinking. She drinks quite heavily here. I even think she's saying she doesn't need anybody to come to her rescue. She could do it on her own. She feels like she's that dynamic, even though with the Wheel of Fortune, that's, you know, somebody's coming around in the Five of Pentacles. Because at first, when I first started reading on them, the Five of Pentacles was the other way. And it was like, why ain't anybody helping me? That victim mentality. I feel like she feels like she's coming out of that victim mentality. She does feel pretty dynamic in herself, that she's bossing up. And I feel like she's doing this through manipulation. Or she's manipulating people into thinking that this is what's really happening with her. But again, here's some embarrassment about a home situation and a marriage. She's not going to slowly come out of this anymore. She's ready to get out of this, and she's wondering how to do it. Because with the Eight of Swords, that's feeling like your hands are tied and you're blinded to what's going on. And it could also mean that, you know, she's spiritually imprisoned. She can't see for herself what's happening. Her happiness is just going to come from communication and swift action. She's definitely manipulating something to make something happen quickly. She's more emotional than she is using her intuition, and that's not working out for her. So she's going to continue to wait for something and wait for something, wait for something. Even though she's trying to push it to go fast and push it to go her way, she continues to wait for it. She's not seeing, you know, what she's reaping or what she sowed. She's not seeing it yet. But she is waiting for it, and there's some expectation of something. And I think that's why she's happy. She's manipulating something heavily here. The Magician card is also the mastery of something. But when it's next to the Knight of Pentacles upside down, the Eight of Wands, feels like something that she's trying to manipulate to happen fast is just coming way too slow. And she's waiting for it so she could have some kind of leverage, I think. So that's why she's not saying anything. The Lover's card is at the bottom of the deck. Walking away from a lover here, or having two choices within a lover. Here goes that embarrassment again. Here are secrets coming out. Somebody not getting justice. There's a lot of jealousy about somebody starting over. There's some sneaky stuff going on. But it's definitely not going to change the group conflict. So if she's trying to win something through manipulation, she's going to lose. So don't try to do that. And she's not, she's definitely trying to start a fight. What's this fight about? What's this fight about? No victory if she do try to start a fight. No recognition. No fame. Okay. She is fighting because she feels like she's not getting the recognition that she deserves. She's not winning. It doesn't feel good, and so she's fighting. She's trying to get back to the top, y'all. She's embarrassed, but she knows that she can do it. She knows that she's smart enough to make something happen. I feel like I'm getting a lot of arrogance from Meghan Markle. Like, I'm really smart. I'm capable. I know what I'm doing. I'm paying attention. I also feel like there's a lot of words that are being exchanged that, cause a lot of confusion with somebody who's really smart. They're really smart, but this is confusing to someone else. Or with the Seven of Cups here, it's like all these things that I can do. This is what she's talking about. Again, it feels like it's not peaceful with the Ace of Wands upside down. There's no truth in it. Or she feels like there's lies that are going on around her about her progress in life, about her progress of what's going on, about her projects. Or she could be lying about her progress and her projects. She could be saying she's balanced and she's happy and that she's moving on, but she feels like, why ain't nobody helping me? And she's missing out on opportunities with the Four of Cups here. It's like the universe has been trying to help her the whole time, and she's paying attention to someone else. She's paying attention to her victim mentality, and with the Strength card here, the Strength card is right side up. So it feels like, that is about a Leo with the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. It feels like she feels like, why ain't nobody helping me? She's waiting for help, or she's being patient. She's letting go of what other people are thinking and still trying to work, and she's determined. There's some determination going on. She feels like, I'm smart enough to do this. There's a lot of worry about her marriage as well, and even by not getting support, even though she feels like, I'm too bright for this not to happen. So I feel like Meghan Markle, there's like some self-discovery that she's trying to do. It feels like she's feeling like nobody's helping her in her time of need to get things done, to help her out, because she feels like she can do all these projects, but she's not getting the right help around her. That's what she feels. And so maybe that's coming across as nasty. The Tower card came out along with the Victory card, or the Six of Wands upside down. There's I don't even know how to interpret that, because this is the Tower card. This is some change. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so I know what it's saying. Let me pull one more. On top of it. Wow. Okay, so the Judgment card came right side up, so that's a no about something. Will you get some recognition? No. Is this going to change? Will this change? So the Judgment card, when it's upside down, that's like a no. So no recognition, only change through, because the Tower for me is like, you don't want it to happen, but it happens. So she doesn't want to not be famous, but it's happening in a way, and she can't do anything about it, especially with the Judgment card being upside down. She can't do anything about it. It's just naturally happening where she's becoming unpopular and not liked, and she don't know what to do about it. I think that's what she's trying to figure out. Will Meghan Markle regain her popularity? Will she regain her popularity? Secrets about a marriage. So there's two water. There's a lot of water, so there's a lot of emotions here. Three cups, cups, cups. And then one. So the Four of Wands and it's right side up. The Moon right side up. The King of Cups right side up, and the Seven of Cups. The King of Cups is definitely about emotions being an emotional, not an emotional, but like emotional maturity. So like a mature, secrets about a marriage. Maybe a mature man, an older man. With the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is about confusion, but it's about possibilities as well. There's just a lot going on. So maybe it could be because other people are talking and they're all trying to, like, everybody's speculating on their marriage. And secrets, the real secrets are about to be revealed. So the marriage and what's happening is about to be revealed. And maybe that's what she's not trying to get out yet. She doesn't want what's happening with their marriage to be revealed. Secrets about unhappy work life, just that was already exposed. That's been exposed. People walking away from work. There could be some false things being told about people walking away from work. So I do feel like maybe some of the things that was told about people walking away from their job is not true. With the Ace of Swords being up, well, yeah, that's lies. Ooh, okay. So she may be telling falsehoods about people walking away from work, or not walking. Oh, she may be saying like nobody left or these people didn't leave, but some of these people did leave, and they did leave because of things that were said. So that's what's being exposed right now, and that's bumming her out a little bit. So she's being exposed for her attitude and her personality and not getting along with people, and these things are actually coming out to be true. All of these fell out. What is it? We're going to go with it. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles upside down. The Ten of Wands right side up. The Ace of Wands down. The Six of Cups down. Not being generous. And the Ten of Pentacles down, upside down. Okay, so it didn't take long for this to become a burden because of her attitude, and I got a feeling that she was asking like ridiculous shit and feeling like she can get away with it, and people were feeling like this was like some childish behavior, and it's actually not good for the money. And I also feel like that they have been doing some immature shit and not being generous with the money, with money given to them, like big pots of money. Something's fishy about it. Something's fishy about the money. With the Six of Cups, which is generosity, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Cups is also about sharing, giving to people. There's sunflowers here, so that's that kind of relates to charity, and it's upside down, right? And so it feels like the big pots of money is also upside down. So there's something probably going on with how they're declaring money. The King of Pentacles is upside down, so it could be both of them, but the King of Pentacles is a Virgo, and so I'm feeling like Virgo energy here is a burden. So it being upside down, so maybe she feel like it's tough that he doesn't have money, but I don't think they're going to give him money until they break up, to be honest with you, to stop him from her getting half of the inheritance or possibly some shit like that. Um, the Ace of Wands is not even being creative anymore. It's not working. They not fucking or nothing. But I do feel like the Ten of Pentacles, it's all about money. It's all about somebody stealing money too, and they don't want that to come out, and that's going to be a part of their big reputation. So somebody's going to drop it on somebody else, where it's going to be somebody's fault and yada yada and hoot and holla. So let's keep a lookout on that by them, because they're going to start blaming each other for the bullshit that they both pulling. Okay? Talk to you soon. Much love.